Shelby, just wondering what you make of the argument so far.
I mean, what a historic day for Americans and really all people who believe that trans people are included in the Constitution. And I think that this case is really squarely about whether trans people are protected under the Constitution.
In what ways? I mean, what are the most significant aspects of this case?
Well, I think it's arguing that there is no transgender exception to the U.S. Constitution, and the court is needing to reject the efforts to deny trans people equal access under the law. But I also think that it's about whether trans kids, their families, and their doctors have the right to make medical decisions that are in the best interest of their lives.
You know, it's so interesting. How did it get to the Supreme Court?
Yeah, I mean, I think that this is a historic day for our communities, and I think the timing of it could not be more critical given the recent election and given the sort of path ahead. As we've seen, there's 24 states that are banning trans youth from accessing health care, and I think that this would codify a lot of what states' abilities have to do, but also making very clear that trans people are protected under the Constitution and are not considered sort of secondary to any laws that apply to all people.
You, I know, represent the Transgender Law Center. What are you hearing from the people you serve?
I think people are very, very excited about today. I know that many of them are gathered at the Capitol in front of the Supreme Court right now, advocating for trans rights. And I think we're in a moment where trans people are under increased sort of scrutiny and media attention. But I also think that we're seeing day in and day out trans communities continuing to fight for their rights, but the rights of everyone around them. And I think that this would be an aid in making sure that our rights, particularly the rights of trans youth, are enshrined in the U.S. Constitution.
And so, and it is important to underline that much of the focus is on minors.
Correct. And, you know, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that was, I mean,
Yeah, and I mean, I think we're in a moment where that if the court ruled against trans young people and our families and our doctors, that we're basically saying that we don't deserve life-saving health care like everyone else. So I think that it is a moment where I think we're starting with youth. But if this does not rule in our favor, I think it is opening a door for broader discrimination against bodily autonomy on all people, not just trans people, but likely then to pave the way for the ban on trans adults accessing health care.
And I know that you're good friends with Chase Strangio, the first trans attorney to argue before the Supreme Court. How does Chase feel about this moment in time?
I mean, I think he is very clear. He is the right person to be making these arguments, and he has spent his career dedicating his life to the rights of trans people, but really all people. And I couldn't be more proud to see him doing what he's doing today.